Hey everybody, how goes it? My name's Jimoar and welcome to Alan Wake 2. Now I wanted to play the remaster, but I never got a chance to. Because I never played Alan Wake myself. Instead I watched someone do a playthrough so I knew what the story would be like. Or what the story was so far. And to summarize it, the best way I can describe it, stop twitching, is that Alan Wake was a writer that went to a place called Bright Falls for a vacation or something, and he was having writer's block, and his wife wanted to contact some doctor guy or whatever to help him. I'm not sure about that part, but there was an evil presence, something called the Darkness, that was in the lake, that was kind of awoken, but not very powerful, but it got a hold of his wife, and it got a hold of him, and was making him write a story that would have freed it and given it all the power it wanted. But some stuff happened with some other guy that first awokened it and tried to get rid of it but didn't. He failed. That some little thing he did let Alan escape before he finished the story. And then you play through between that point and the end of the game, trying to collect the pages for this manuscript, doing a bunch of stuff, trying to find his wife, and eventually seal away the darkness. But the way he did it was by writing an ending that exchanged him for his wife, that left him in the dark place. And apparently the Control DLC, which I also never got to get around to playing, even though I've been meaning to replay it and play the DLC, talks about being aware of the dark place, or aware that Alan Wake is there. And that's where we're at here. I don't know if it's going to do a recap. If it will, good. If not, so be it. But I do want to say that there is a photosensitivity warning, so everybody be warned about that. So let's get into this. Yes, right. Because this is digital only, there is already announced DLC. I figured I'm gonna get the digital deluxe anyway, because it gives me the DLC, I believe. I can't spin her. Keep the FBI jacket, sweater. Yeah, sawed-off shotgun. If it'll let me, yeah, give me the fancy one. Allen default. I like his other suit better. These skins are terrible. Revolver. Normal or pre-order. I kind of like the pearl handle. Shotgun, normal, fancy. Give me the fancy guns. New game, normal. So I know the basics of how this game works, I think.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
I'm gonna try and turn it up quick.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
I heard it was very pretty too.
This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted.
That image doesn't work too well because of that antler sticking out. Like, I get it's a dead deer in the water, but that antler ruins the symmetry. Naked person. Okay, we are naked guy. I'm not turning him around. It is very pretty. God, this is his ass. It is pretty good looking so far, and I'm not talking about his ass. Yeah, I know. Which direction do I point to not see his ass?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you see it.
Already gone.
Okay. I don't know how long it's been since the original story in game. I know it's been like 15 years. Real world. Just a naked, delusional guy walking through the woods. Don't mind me, I cannot see where I'm supposed to go. I mean, it's supposed to be dark. Looks a little bit better on you guys, because I have... Right above his head is where my LEDs and my TV are going out. So that's overly bright. Yo! Shit! Okay. I think I understand the photosensitivity thing. I'm not completely immune to it. It tends to give me headaches if it's real bad, but if it's a dimmer light like that, I should be okay. Usually it's when it's bright stuff, because I have the astigmatism. I'll start to get pain. Okay, okay, uh-huh. I'm gonna say it right now, that is good for jump scares, but it makes it really hard to tell what is actually happening. Because you don't get a good enough look at any of that, and whatever the hell he just saw, I didn't get a good look at either. There was something. Okay. So did this guy awaken the dark presence again? Is that what's kicking off the story here? Why is he naked? Alan's wife got to leave with her underwear. Hi. Ow! Ow! Oh! That's ow. Okay. Gross. Again, I'm having a hard time following what's happening. Are they running after them? Or did they run away because they got caught? I don't think they were taken because they were standing in the light. I think I'm gonna have a hard time understanding this game. And really the only reason I got it was I loved Control. This is a fantastic game. Alan Wake 2. Ah! They could I would have had it rise out of the water symbolically, but sure. I mean, it is very pretty.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom,
Hey,
it's
Night
so
Springs.
good.
No spoilers.
They were like a Twilight
I'll let you
Zone
get back
parody
to the
that you
show.
got to
You
see in
concentrate and watch
Alan Wake.
me. I love you both.
This is what
Some of them were
happens when you
interesting.
go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will.
Campground's closed. Makes sense. I'd like to get a look at their faces if the writing wasn't there. Here we go.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Logan's a weird name for a girl. Yeah, in sync.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley.
It's still
You
quiet.
should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Like, it was fine during that other scene, but the speaking volume's quiet.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get to work.
I hear it's very good, though. I just hope I could understand it.
A deputy was supposed to be here to
She's
show
very
us to
pretty.
the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
You're a pretty lady.
Eaten by a bear. I'll check out that map.
Invitation. Also, the police car just jumped when I bumped into it.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Very pretty lady. Yay! Map. I'm over here. Oh, this cursor is fast. I'm right here. At the campground. Why is it called Mind Place?
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here.
Hey, what's up? I'm Deputy Dan.
Hey there.
Hi.
Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this
Saga?
case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that,
Federal agents are right here, Thornton.
my partner Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners.
I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the
Okay.
body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
They got it, Thornton.
You just have open mic, sure. Saga, what a name. It's a very unusual name, Saga.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Okay. Case board.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Uh-huh.
The facts are on the board.
Uh-huh. It's the same thing as the Mind Palace with a different name.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Uh-huh. Cauldron Lake murders. Uh-huh. Got it. Series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls and help search for the killer. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrist. Discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. 2018, it's 8 years after. Organs missing, predation, state of body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. 2 weeks ago, ruled as cause as death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Slight difference in murders, bloating only commonality but not cause of death. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs, had bruising and from restraint, strapped or belted down. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma, consistent with 2018 victim, hard to confirm due to condition of body. So the guy we played as isn't here yet. Indicative of drowning, but only one victim was found in the water. Killer profile. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Illegible tattoos, message from the killer, maybe their art. Apart from going missing in 2010, nothing in common. Animal butchery techniques. Okay. Map. Whoa. Is camera acceleration in this game? Because, Jesus. Quick turn. Double tapping backwards. That's pretty nice. What do we got? Dialogue can go up a little bit. Uh-huh. Equalizer to decrease high-pitched sounds like bird calls, tire screeching, machinery noises. Recommend if you have hyperprocessor. I'm gonna leave it off for now. I might put that on light because of my speaker name and subtitles and a background. Thank you. High-pitched things like that could
Already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
We're
be
just
mindful of
getting
nearby
started.
threats.
Let's head down a hill to the crime scene.
Just in case it keeps setting off my tinnitus.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring?
Baking
You know what happens to
championship.
cops who say this is their last case.
Real fun.
It's a hike a day, keep depression away. Missing Doberman found on a trail. Rampage at the rental cabins. Tax vacation is in the dead of night. Interesting. Oh, the camera speed though. Like the sensitivity is fine, but the acceleration gets out of hand. It is a very pretty game, though. I will say that. Hitbox on Mr. What's his name again? Carson? She just said it and I wasn't paying attention. The hitbox on him's a bit big, so I keep getting pushed back when I
Stairs
get
are
near
out.
him.
You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Casey.
Whoa.
Mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak. Uh-huh. Cool.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
The hell do you mean there's too much sky? How in the hell do you have too much sky? Sky is everywhere. Even if you can't see it, there's sky. Too much sky. What bullshit is that?
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Why would you like rain? Rain is all about sky. You hate the sky. And I hate you. No, that's the wrong one.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
You know what? Yeah, let's go check it out. Now that she said that, and I don't feel like I'm going away from the
I'll
story,
be back in a second.
Roger.
it makes me think that there might be something here. Got any clues? Oh, witch's hut. Ugh. That's gonna give me whiplash.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So,
Yeah, I do have a flashlight. What did I just collect? I wasn't paying attention to what he said. Witch's hut and witch's ladle. A lot of witch stuff. Oh, that speed's gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to try turning it down. And see what it's like aiming first.
now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. So he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No talk.
Oh, take his heart.
Pour me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Ritualistic.
Trying to keep his dong off camera. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. See, active clues can be selected with X and placed on the case board. That would be...
Another
over
body
here.
turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
I think not. Uh-huh. Prompt a new question. Continue. Uh-huh. Now free to examine the case board and leave to complete this objective. Cool. Now what? Okay, there's the tying
Bruising
down.
on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
There's the chest
Inside
wound.
stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
And here's his
The
heart.
killer left the heart right next to the body. Think, Saga.
Okay, how do I... Oh, why is it so picky? This should not be that picky.
Nah.
I mean, nah. Nah, your ass. They were tied down. Yeah, find evidence. I'm trying. You... Why is this so difficult?
That's not right.
This goes here. It goes here. Brr. Lady, what are you doing to me? It... There. Why is that so hard?
From chest, strapped by the wrists.
Oy.
Such as the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind.
I don't like the dead stare. It's creepy.
This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Uh-huh. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Got it. Ugh.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
What does that say?
Need to
I
find
just
more clues.
got something.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Okay, I got a deduction. Okay, so you put it on the yellow.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Okay. Well, you're the local. Who is this guy?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town
Nightingale?
around 13 years ago. I
Okay.
haven't heard a word about him since. Until now.
He wasn't bald back then.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state.
Yeah, he's
But
a lot
I
heavier.
ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked in cases.
And he wasn't bald either.
After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
Same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes
So
me
these are
wonder what was
that
going on that year.
died during
Probably something
the Alan Wake
I'll
incident.
never forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to
Interesting.
that story.
but no happy ending.
Interesting.
I think that's everything. For
He
now.
put on a lot of weight. He was not chubby.
Not sure.
For later.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
I do like this now that that works, but you should have just been able to paste it there.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
And how'd they know he'd be
He's
there?
been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Very strange.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Profiling, get inside the head of suspects and victims. Okay, that's creepy.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
How? What? How does that make sense?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
She is making some hefty leaps in logic. Holy hell.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
She's making some
The lake is
ridiculous
connected to Nightingale somehow.
leaps in logic.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. But this way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Did I miss anything? That is a hefty leap in logic.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake.
They
Probably
could have
looking for shelter. Safety.
they could have given me footprints to look
They
at to
were
make
waiting
that.
for
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Oh, stop that. That's creepy. This is the witch's hut. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Her spirit may still haunt this place. Do you think Alan's wife is still here somewhere? I was gonna say my flashlight's not working. Cozy. No bed. I don't know how she lived here. Hitbox on some of the foliage is a bit messy. But yeah, they could have just put footprints and been like, hey, clue, he came from the direction of the lake. And he's naked. Maybe he was swimming. I don't know why, but maybe he did.
I didn't know trees got that big.
They get bigger.
Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more.
It is dark, and his flashlight
That is
doesn't do
kinda creepy,
nothing.
though.
There's footprints.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Why is this freaking out?
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
You want to pick it up?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Creepy.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right.
Oh, I sneezed and now I hurt my shoulder.
This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Mm-hmm.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. inside. The awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him, in his chest. I must find out what.
Leaps in logic. My God. Whee!
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Oh no, I hit a wall.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body.
What the hell is in her waist?
what I
Does
can
she have
find
her
inside.
holster in her mind place?
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy?
He's trying to get out.
Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to
See, the hitbox on him is
Don't
really
let it
big.
drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Yeah.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thank you. Deerfest. Makes you think of that Deer
Thanks.
camp
Let's
song.
Take the car. Drive to Bright Falls. And talk
I love
to
that
these
song.
witnesses.
I haven't heard it in a long time because people don't play it, but it's amusing.
I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
It's the second week of deer camp, and all the guys are here. We drink, play cards, and shoot the bull, but never shoot no deer. The only time we leave the camp is
Seems
when
like a
we
nice
go
town
for
so
beer.
far.
The second
Rivers
week
aside.
of deer camp, the greatest
Pretty
time of
nice.
year.
Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
This camera can give you whiplash. Very pretty, though. I would love a sequel to Control. What do we got here? Some sort of radio tower? Okay. I'm coming. Lots of walking so far.
Can't fit the clues all together yet.
Look, lady, you've been making jumps. You might as well make some more.
Tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Like, she makes some ridiculous leaps in logic. They find a page talking about them, and her logic is, of course, there's something in his chest. It's so obvious. Help. 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 Okay. It was the toughest enemy in the game so far.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Please don't make me drive. That'd be a real nightmare.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these punches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
That's weird. Yay, deer fast. What the hell are they? Are they deodorant?
By the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Are they giant deodorant? Also, you missed a parking spot.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
Very pretty. Coffee would be nice, although until I get my health problems fixed, I don't know if I could have it. It makes me feel bad. All that's flooded. There's the wellness center. I think that was in the first game. Come get percolated. Coffee World. Okay. Is that a new... Uh-huh.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
Yeah, there was the diner lady that survived, but she was like catatonic.
Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
I wonder if she's here.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Carlton White was passed off.
I'm gonna guess. Missing person cases spiked around 20.
Back there is when all the creepy stuff started in the first one.
Excuse me.
Literally the only couple in the diner.
Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're
That
not
sounds
charging.
suspicious.
I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing?
That
at
just
Thornton?
makes me think they're suspicious. Why would you act like that?
True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Why do you sound so suspicious? It's not just me, right? Like, that just makes me think people are suspicious. It's like a cop comes up and says, "Hey, are you arresting me? Because I want to get out of here." It's like that. Should I be arresting you? Why do you want to leave all of a sudden? It's like I was only doing legal things legally that were perfectly legal in a legal way. That is so suspicious.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks.
He keeps looking at her like he needs
They were
approval to say it.
with knives, like some kind of satanic cult.
Look at
Then
him.
we bolted and called the cops.
It's
What makes
suspicious.
you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree."
You could have just said that.
Cult of the tree. Cult of the tree. Oh, and then we found it. The whole
See?
thing was
Suspicious.
terrifying.
They're hiding something.
That's all.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, person. Suspicious.
The cult of the tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
How do you know this shit?
The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
Just make her psychic and it would make
Fire
sense.
is there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing.
They sound like they're possessed.
They were telling the truth.
I don't believe it. They sound possessed. So don't ask how I know this, but where's the necklace?
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing from me.
Suspicious.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around.
Hey, it is her.
If you have any more questions.
Rose.
Dream of missing you.
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you?
Maybe it's not her?
Sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Okay.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those 2 idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail.
Probably should.
If you need anything else, just come to me.
Your psychic visions make them sound possessed.
Thank
Whoa, what happened? Looks like I just got whiplash. I'm reeling here. I'm so confused by what just happened. Whoa. So they're acting as suspicious as they could possibly be for innocent people. Weird memory things going on. Now I can't remember if the waitress lady's name is Rose or not. And now it feels like they're trying to ham fist in that she was here before, but I don't mean like ham fist as in the making of the game, but like Alan making this story is like personal connection. That was weird.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces.
Okay.
Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious, but soon enough there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Awesome.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
Murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Watch Deerfest be the true evil, because it's like, why is this happening around Deerfest? Again.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it.
Does she have a talent for being right?
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
How are you?
Can I have a gun? I feel like I'm gonna need to shoot somebody. Also, what happened to the lady cop from the first game? Did she die? I don't remember.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified.
Oh, I'm falling down the stairs, I think. It was spooky. Spooky morgue.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
There's something about
I feel the same.
not lighting them. You can install more lights, you know. Hello? You guys are allowed to have lights.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
You put on a lot of
Cause
weight.
of death. What other clues can the body give me?
If I had to guess, this might be the cause of death. Followed shortly by this.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How do they manage that?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
He's not real, though, if I remember correctly.
Defensive wounds. Put up a fight.
He was like a person made in Alan's story.
The body shows
He's not
signs of
real.
being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Uh-huh.
Aha.
Leave something inside his chest.
They did. Do I have a new question?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders.
Okay.
This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case.
Kissy face.
Exciting.
Lady, you've got issues. I'm sorry. That is not something you should be excited about. He has writing on him because he's from the book.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
It's a typewriter.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
You okay? No. That'd definitely be under symbol.
Nah.
No. That'd be more methodology than psychology, but sure. Gross. Doesn't have gloves on. It's a page. Doesn't even have gloves on.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Who the hell was that?
Sheriff?
Oh, hey. It's hard to follow. Ow. Okay, so he's just kind of straight up zombie.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'm not in bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Okay. Yeah, that was like his thing.
He can't see me in the light.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Okay.
Go. Vanished.
Okay. End of chapter. Let's keep going. I want to get through it. Have the backlog is growing again. I was gonna do a chapter at a time, but I'm gonna be so claimed and demonetized. Didn't even monetize, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I wonder what happened to his wife if she stayed there. It's the only one I know that survived the first game. So we got a bunch of dead cops, maybe a dead partner. One guy vanished. So, I mean, I tried. I guess we'll hit continue. Nothing's happening. How's your face?
He doesn't have a heart, but he still got up.
Oof.
The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared.
So the sheriff.
What the hell is going on here?
Now he dropped that
We
page
need to
over
figure out if
here.
we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake.
What do you mean
Saga had
back?
to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Sure. I'm very confused. Radio? Oh. Okay, well, that's not my favorite song anyway.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
His heart's still laying around here somewhere.
Blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but
There it is.
no, that's bullshit.
Nope, it's gone.
This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out.
It says the lady making psychic deductions.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
What is your purpose? We went to a place called the Overlap. Just gonna let these guys be dead.
It won't open.
Cult ritual. I have to sneeze again. Oh, I'll tell you what, if my diaphragm is the problem, it explains why my sneezes hurt so bad.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future.
I mean,
there's no rational explanation.
The light did less than the gun did.
This is the case we must solve.
It didn't have like the shadow thing. Okay.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
You're not gonna report these dead bodies? No?
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can,
Man, these guys are really believing.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything?
Can't open this with my bare hands.
I want my shotgun that's all fancy.
Monsters aren't real. What do you mean? The sheriff disappeared. A cook? Strong like magic? Magic's not real.
They're a fine pair.
Yes, forgive them for adventure tours.
I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. Bears. Oh no, a bear.
It's so cheesy.
Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices.
I hope they're all like ads. I did like the Twilight Zone thing, but this is funny.
By Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions.
That's the Bureau of Control.
That is true, Yanko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government.
Oh, please tell me there's a reference to it.
Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have both cutters. Oh, no.
Oh, that's funny.
Hiking through the scenic
Oh,
Elkhorn National
Jesus.
Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
9% discount. Oh my god, that's great. Please tell me there's more ads like that. I don't want the same Torg thing. I want more ads in general. Stanley, is that you? Dude, there's nothing on your screen. Are you okay? Don't mind me. I'm just gonna... Do I have an inventory? Oh, I do. Logan's charm increases health. I want pistol on left. Handgun ammo, a battery pack, a flashlight. Put those on up. And a trauma pad. Put that on down. For now. And then right will be, I guess, the shotgun when I get it. Hey, you wanna go on a tour? I saw a really good commercial.
Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
No.
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with
Painkillers. Additional health over time. Put that there. Put that double down for the heavier one. Kill the Joe, make some mo. Coming for a late shift and there's no coffee in the machine. Okay. I need... Reminder, front desk computer are not to be used for personal quarrels. Wash your coffee mugs. Barbecue. Wasn't there... I got it, I guess. Yeah, don't mind the murders that just happened.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Okay.
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day?
Maybe.
No, I don't.
It doesn't budge.
Yeah, how much paperwork it's causing me?
Anything in the bathroom? I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them. There's an entire roll missing every day. At the sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days I'm gonna catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands. Well, probably the person that has to buy it for the office. Because that's their job. I think I got everything here.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson.
We'll have to zoom out.
Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
Okay, I get him. What's this guy doing?
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree.
Are you hiding behind this telephone pole?
Merceda won't roll over on the issues.
Get it? Because it's a type of dog. Setter. Ah. Can I go in the lodge where my base is and get some more ammo and stuff? Skunk.
Rinse
Yes.
and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe three.
Historic Elderwood Palace Lodge of Bright Falls. Constructed as part of one of the early settlements in the Greater Bright Falls. 1898. Private and public use. Bradley stood the test of time. Taken apart and relocated here in downtown, where it was rebuilt into its original glory log by log. Okay.
So what's good here? Any nice restaurants?
Nice beard.
Whatever, booty. Well, the restaurants and shops in town are closed at the moment, unfortunately.
Oh, this looks familiar. Cool table. It's not the same colors, but it reminds me. Weather report. Why is everybody acting so suspicious? The layout is similar. It's not the same, but it's similar to the hotel in Control that you could get teleported to. News and rumors focused on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from similarities, commonized methodology. Is this Casey's room? Like, look at this lady. What is she doing?
It's not opening.
It's like they're struggling to not be suspicious. They just spend their time going around, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. No suspicion here for me. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Everyone just looking at them like, why are you doing that? No music playing. Dude's dancing. I don't hear it. Ah, here we go. A room with a deer.
Dear, you remind me of a dream I had.
Almost as horrifying as a room with a moose. Do we have any supplies in here? Also, why can't you lay this out like your mind place? You have the same effect.
I can't force it open.
Okay. To the lake. My quest for additional ammo has failed. Enjoy your dance, sir. There's the car. Let's go.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office.
It's him.
Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Well, he disappeared
Next
here.
time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
I really hope they make another Control game. Like another branch office somewhere in the world or something, because Control was fantastic. That whole kind of SCP thing was really cool. I mean, I like a Control game about getting a hold of some of the stuff and containing it. That'd be interesting. Return to the Heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
You know, that bloating gave him Dunlap disease.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Sure.
The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming.
I mean,
Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules.
you're pretty psychic.
I need to understand this strange logic
They're all very accepting of this shit.
to solve the case.
It's off-putting how this shit's happening. I'm just like, yes, he's clearly a zombie.
More about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Oh, hey, there's people here.
Hey, hello there.
Hey.
Those restricted area signs.
Hello.
Damn thing.
Saga Anderson.
It's the guy
Are
guy.
you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing
Bureau of
this
Control.
impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am.
Yes!
It's nice to be here.
Federal Bureau of
I
Control.
hear about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry.
Yes.
It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are
This is so cool.
I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Well, I need to get back to it.
I want to go inside. Something that shouldn't be here. Raccoons my ass. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it so any alerts will come to our... I lost my place because I looked up at the corner. Come to our way. But it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report to the investigation department, leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix this thing. I'm not the next person doing this thing. If you're reading this, check for tampering. You may want to put more secure metal casings around the whole thing so that the raccoons can't get it anymore. It's the Taken. They're monitoring the lake. I called it. I am so good. I'm a better investigator than her because I use actual logic. A lake of mysterious shit. Bureau of Control.
But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale?
Who knows?
Spontaneous combustion? I don't know.
No, he didn't catch fire.
Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene is drowning. I never mind rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake in an overlap. So how do we follow him?
Hey, this got knocked over.
Something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Mm-hmm.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
Weird.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Mm-hmm. Getting dark fast. I shoot you. I have half health. Let's just fill that up. Oh, it felt good, alright. Oh, come on. It's like a 2-inch drop.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Nightingale isn't for...
Screw you, game. That's not fair. Holy hell. God damn. Why?
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold, like a doorway, leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
I don't remember how to get back there. Witch's Ladle is where? There's the hut. It's in front of me. Son of a bitch. Yeah, because of that one, I'm turning the volume down. It hurt my ears. That's the wrong one. That was louder. God damn. Scared the piss out of me. Read. Underworld. It's cauldron it really was. Okay. God
What
damn.
is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light.
These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
Okay, toggle flashlight boost to increase damage to darkness and burn through dark substances. Now I was ready for that one.
Burn the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place.
It's like circle is
Saga
quick reload
stepped into
for the
the witch's
batteries.
hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Uh-huh.
Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. I need to find the witch's hut.
Okay. It's over this way. I can remember how I got here. What's stuck on the left side of my screen there? You see that? A little angle thing? There we go. Spooky. Hopefully all the scares are not just those cheap jump scares. I saw that.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking
I
in.
need a fuse.
Roger.
I'll go over here first.
This fuse is busted.
Family's moving away. This sucks. I told her I liked her. She said thanks. Little meds.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Mm-hmm. The break room is a place where you can save your progress. Quick save. A manual save. Just in case. After how many times Lords of the Fallen crashed.
Another page.
I might actually end it here, because I don't think I'm going to get another save point in the next 15 minutes. So for now, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.